Well, hello. Doing another stream. Like I said, I think I'm a little bit later on one or two, but I am excited. I am fucking happy. Because guess what? I managed to figure out how to stream Final Fantasy 11 here for all you wonderful people to see. And I know there's other streamers out there. They're streaming it as well. But hey, I'm stoked about this myself. I am really stoked about this. I said here, as your host, Nick Incognito, I'm here to give you a wonderful look at the world of Final Fantasy XI. In the world of Vizora. Okay? Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, I can't remember half the time. It's a great place. I could play this game for hours and hours. Actually, I had a few days ago? No, I think it was last weekend or something. I've had some extra time off. Let's put it this way, from work. And I spent one night where I didn't realize that I played it for like 7 hours. 7 fucking hours. It just was like, woo, look at that. And this could be a very long stream. I do know about 6:15 East Coast time. That's the latest I'll stream for. Just because, I got a friend, as always, who's during her stream, I don't want to have it on in the background. I don't want to pick up her stream onto this stream by any chance, by sheer stupidity, luck on my part. I could listen to it with my phone, with my headphones, but, the things that she does, I think are pretty important, and I like to direct my attention towards that. But, hey, definitely now, since I can do this, the only thing I still have to figure out is to put the overlays onto the screen capture. I'm trying to figure it out. I am trying to make it, nice sprucey. Of course, when I'm not using, I could, if I can figure out how to put the overlays on this, which is cool, then I'll just use that the whole time instead of the game capture portion, which does all that automatically for me. Let's be real. If you're first starting out to stream and you don't know exactly what you're doing, you go down to game capture, and Streamlabs sets everything up. Your little boxes, shit like that, depending on what formats you use and such. Okay, so I got like my webcam. You don't see the option for that in there. Then you don't see any other little icons that I have. Okay, but that's okay for a last minute. Like I looked on YouTube and someone's just like, yep, try this. And I did it, and guess what? Here she is for all you to see. Now, my character here, I have actually a couple characters here that I have leveled, and I'll give you a quick little stat. Okay, as a Mithra, I am playing Ninja and I'm Summon Thief. Okay. Right now, my character is a level 49 ninja, and the sub job is thief, which is at 24. You come in here. These are the jobs I've opened up so far. I've done thief, I've done ninja, and I've done dark knight. Yeah, you see warrior up there, but I was using it. I forget what I was using warrior for. I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay. But that's what I did. Oh no, I know exactly what I was using Warrior for. I was using it to so I can use it for the Dark Knight. Because to unlock Dark Knight, you go through the quest, and then part of it is you gotta use this great sword called Chaosbringer, which is a level 1. It does 3 points of damage. And has a delay of 666. There's some irony in that one because for the devil or death, however you want to look at it. So I was using warrior. That's the only one who could, appropriately use it. Okay. So which is great. So I got it up a little bit. So I was going back through here. I was picking up some scrolls, and as you see, here's some of the add-ons and such. So this is a private server. This is if you go to Final Fantasy 11 private servers list. They're and you should come across a list. You know, a link that has a list of where there's like 15, maybe 20 servers that they know of. Some are good. If you're looking for a private server that has a lot of people on it, I highly suggest to Horizon. Because when I did go on there, only because when I downloaded, I accidentally didn't, I guess I didn't download the launcher correct or something. So, but it automatically took me into the game, and I started playing it, and at one point I saw it was almost 3,000 people. I was like, that's a lot of people. I mean, when I played back in the golden years, on average, if you saw 1,800 people online, I mean, you got a lot of people walking around. You'll see busy cities and such, depending on where you go. Okay, and like I said, when I got out of the game and I went back to go launch it, it wouldn't launch. So the launcher app. So I downloaded it, redid it, but I went to hit launch, but I noticed that it didn't do a re-download. Instead, it just said, "Oh, you're ready to go." So the game thinks I already have it downloaded, so it won't actually prompt me to download it for whatever reason. But you know what? It's okay because I'm here on the Valhalla server. And like I said, Valhalla server is a custom server because the Horizon does its own. It has basically it does its things based on the retail version. They'll do little slight changes here and there, but excuse me. But the basis of the game is basically how a retail version is, and you know, so you're talking about. You know, it's slow. It really is, but it does have the truss in here. So it does do that from my understanding, at least on Horizon. I could be wrong because I never got that far. Now I came here on Valhalla. Initially, I didn't because it was just not so few people. But I didn't realize this. You get a link shot, then you can start actually seeing people around. Because I really thought there was nobody around. You know. Because I went from Horizon where, you know, I went outside. As I walked through Sandoria, I must have ran into like 100 people easily. So when I went from that to Valhalla where I saw nobody, you know, it felt like a ghost town. However, since some other servers I tried, and they didn't work out, you know. But and I remember Valhalla. It was fine. It worked. And just for the sake, I was like, oh, okay. What I didn't realize was, if you come down here, it says, "Welcome to Valhalla, a Reforge server with a unique twist." All right, and you can see here, it says, let me go over here, rates, experience, 2.5 times the rate. So if you kill a monster that's like 100 experience points, it'll actually be worth 250 experience points. Guild, twice as many. So whatever, you know, you kill, or even that this include doing quests that gives money. Anything that gives money gives it twice as much. Now normally, a lot of mobs, you know, as I said, like lizards, dommels, shit like that, don't usually, which are the majority of creatures. You know, usually only ones that give gil when you kill them are beastmen. Any non-beastman creature doesn't usually give gil. I think there are a rarity here and there if you're going by the retail game. However, on this server, everything that you kill drops money. Now, the only thing I haven't actually went after yet is elementals. You know, because actually elementals in this game, they're actually pretty damn tough, even if you go up against easy ones. So like there's a quest that's called I forget what the name of it is, but you basically you trade 2 bat wings at a time. You get normally like 250 gil. Well, you trade 2 bat wings to this guy, he gives you twice as much. So it's like 500 gil per set of bat wings. So you know, usually bat wings, you know, a lot of times guys just discard them because they're practically worthless. Well, now if I get a stack, that stack is Whereas, let's see, like 3 grand a stack. So I'm like, okay, now I keep the stacks and I trade them off later. Actually, I got a couple. I think I got a stack in my inventory. Anyways, now you're talking about fame too. Fame is twice as much. So when you gotta do your reputations and all that, it doesn't take as many to max out your reputation. Reputation is good because you get discounts on certain items. You gain access to other stuff that you normally usually don't get. Skills. Now within the game, unlike Final Fantasy 14, when you level up, it's such thing as called skills. That the skills increase your attack. They also increase your accuracy and whatnot. Okay, and among other things too is, the higher you got a particular skill, the more effective it is. When you do that in 14, when you level up, you're already getting the only thing that the only factors is if you pump in like dex or no actually not even that. If you put in like critical hits, direct hits, shit like that. So but when you level up, then you uncap your skills, and then you got to raise your skills up, and you'll see that as the game goes. And the same with crafting. Oh man, I got coughs today. Well, when you're crafting and crafting, it's about the same way, but there instead of like you're going up X amount of points, this is on a more minute level, but it's about the same thing. But I see it. When you're crafting here, it's going to give you 4 times the amount of the rate. So this is some of the part of the stuff that you get to do. And I think they're adding on this server because they just added Wings of the Goddess missions or to this. So other things are like if you go on Horizon, they just go up They just do is Rise of the Zealer and change the Prometheus. They said we consider that the golden era, and they weren't going to do any more than that. I mean, I could be wrong. So, and as you see here, like I talked about, anybody who's watched this before, is when I'm in my company on 14, you don't see any talking at all. Well, here we are. Here's my link shell, and this is automatically provided. Any new person who comes into the game, they automatically get a link shell that's called Valkyrie. Okay, now you can create other link shells if you want to, you make some friends with some people and you say, hey, I just want a link shell with those guys. You're cool. But this LS is the Valkyrie LS that you automatically get when you come in. And look, you got all kinds of people talking here. And actually, I think there's 1, there's 2, 3, I can see 4, there's like 5, I see 6, there's like anywhere from 5 to, actually there's another one, 7, so there's probably like 7 different people talking right in here. This is more talking right now, just in this span of about 5 minutes, if that. Actually, it's a little bit longer than that. That's about up to 15 minutes. I'm looking at the timestamps that I've seen in this than I've seen since I've been replaying Final Fantasy 14 again. And that's why I like Final Fantasy 11 relies more on talking to people. Excuse me for a sec. Oh, there it is. I was looking for something. So that's what I love about this game. So anyways, enough with me blabbing in my mouth. Okay, and look, see, you already got. Now they do use a lot of guys. They will have. You haven't kind of noticed. You see these. I always see these guys kind of sticking around to each other. It's because one guy. So like this guy right here, he's the main account, and then this other guy here, this is the other guy's like sub counts. This is where I guess he can level up 2 accounts at the same time. I don't do that shit. I don't know how they do it, but how do you manage? I guess they must have multiple, unless they have more than one computer running, which is that's their business. I don't care. Okay, And so right now, as level 49, I'm going down into the basement, into the under basement of the Chateau de Grelle, where we're going to take on bats and some dogs and some slime. Okay, and we'll do that until about, I don't know, once they start to become like decents and evens. So, actually, I want to check one thing real quick. Make sure I have a warp on me. Yep, got a warp. Okay, and like I said, all these private servers are different. Like I said, the Horizon, like I said, their basic retail is, if you die in that game, you lose X amount of experience depending on what your level is. And as far as I've seen here on the Valhalla server, you don't lose experience points. From what I tell, I died a few times and I've yet to see myself lose any experience points. But see, I know I saw another server, and I can't remember what the name of the server is. I don't know if it was called Ragnarok. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. On that one, if you die, and I went right past where I was gotta go. If you die, you go back to level 1 on that job. Now, they said there's a caveat is they're like, yeah, that kind of sucks, but they said there's a couple things you can do, and it pretty much takes you right back up. You gotta do like a couple trials or something. I mean, at least from what I remember reading, I never actually went and did it. Because I'm just like, that's not cool, and I would sit there just kind of like lost everything. It's like I gotta keep on me like stuff that I don't want. But hey, if people want to play that, be my guest. But that's the beauty about these private servers is that they will have their own little unique things. Now, some of the servers I could not access. Like I went in there, my computer was just like, this is unsafe, or it doesn't recognize it. So, I shouldn't have done that. I forgot about all of these. I don't know what this does. Huh. Oh, never mind. I figured that one out. Review. Okay, yeah. I almost forgot because I was like, no, don't end it because. Now, here is the main beauty of how this works out so well. Trust. Basically, I can form my own with these NPCs. I can form my own little party. Now, if they had, and I think they're going to add it eventually. Let me go in here. Let me go into missions. Once they add Udaline, if they do decide to add the Udaline, then I'll be able to access these. Because right now I can't access these, even though it says you're on this. But to continue, I need the Udaline. I need this one because I gotta get up to a certain point. So in order to do the this particular one, the Rhapsodies of Vandalia, but you need to be like rank 6 in your nation by beating the Shadow Lord. Sorry about that. And give me 1 second. Let me take that phone call. Sorry about that. one of those phone calls like, hey, reminding you to vote. Be like, whatever. Yes, it was for something local, which didn't interest me at all. So, but anyway, so, and this is the beauty. Anyway, so with the Rhapsody event, once you meet the requirements to actually start doing it, within like a few, I mean, quick cutscenes and such, you can get the Rhapsody of White or whichever, which will allow you to get an additional trust ring. So you, instead of having 3 with you, you can have 4, and eventually you work your way down, and you can get a full party basically, and a full party is 6 people. So you can be yourself along with 5 other NPCs. You're like, yep, this is a full-on party. But right now I got 3, and it goes well. I get good experience, but with 2 more NPCs, I can kill them all a lot faster. Well, actually, look at that. See, I gained 862 points. Okay, so let's see. Now, I'm not going hardcore on the ninja with using the elemental wheel. And a lot of the elemental wheel is you start with one effect, and it says it does, let's say, fire, and this fire it makes you weak to another elemental, and so then you use that elemental, and then that elemental, and basically as your anybody's familiar with the wheel of elementals for ninja, but it gets expensive to unlock for these tools that ninja use. So, and I haven't gotten into crafting yet. So, and because there's only like less than 100 people on the server, people really don't make stuff to sell and such. But as you see, it's real easy once you start getting the experience points start going. It's just it's crazy. Just how fast you can level. And like I said, I think the spell that I'm using right now is using just the it's not using the other elemental tools that I picked up. It's using the one that says you can use any elementals with them. So it's just like and I totally forgot which one. Right now I just have where the damage and stuff is being done on the screen, because if I were to put it down here, you just, because for some reason when I put the chat filters on, if I zone out or something, they all cut out. So for me, I decided to just put it on the screen, and that eliminates a lot of the chat, because a lot of times the LS is talking, and I kind of curious what they're doing, because I did have an issue with a battle for some odd reason, because I was doing ranked mission 2-3, so I can get rank 3, and I would beat the boss, but then when it goes to the cutscene, for some reason, it would just stop. It would stop. Cutscene starts. I see them starting to say something, and then nothing else will happen because they literally stop. And so basically, as I asked on the on the link show, I was just like, hey, does anybody, and I explained the problem, and they said, Is it doing this and that, just to make sure? I was like, because it was going black. I was a black screen. I was like, well, and freeze, like it's freezing. I was like, well, no, but it would start the cutscene. I was seeing them start to talk, and then at the same point every time, they would just stop. Like if they were frozen, they were like, oh, okay. They're like, hey, that's a known issue. So the guy was just like, hey, here's the command for it. And he said pretty much, in your bar, just hit, do the at, and then type in release. And so, and it worked too. It said that will skip the cutscene. So it skipped the cutscene, but I think what it does is it holds the camera in place. So literally, I started walking away, but I see my character walking away, but the camera staying in place from behind. So it's just like kind of like it felt like an out-of-body experience type deal, which was quite funny. And basically, what I ended up doing, because I actually literally saw my character uh, zone out while the camera stayed there, and so I was trying to figure out, but then I was just like, I just exited the game. I mean, I was able just to put it in Windows on another screen and just like, okay, just hit the X and close out the game. What I should have done was just gone and just logged out. But still, it still gets a little bit weird things, like, at least for me, where, like right now, see how we're fighting multiple things. Like the NPCs will only target the mob that you're targeting. Okay, but like if this one dies, like sometimes if there's like it'll target my NPC, and like it won't give me the option to disengage. So I'm trying to rearrange myself. It's rather weird. You'll probably see it happen here at some point. Speaking of the devil, here we go. See how it won't let me delete? So I can hit release, but if I release the NPC, I cannot get the NPC back until I'm done with the battle. Because as long as I still have enmity, it's like, nope, you can't. I can't summon anything while I have enmity on, which means I'm engaged with the mob. So I just gotta fix myself in just the right position. So at least this where I can still engage about, because I had one battle where I couldn't figure out how to get close enough because I wasn't sure, because I can see my character's not hitting anything, but the rest of the party is. So I was like, good for that. But see, I can't even see the health of the creature, so I don't know how close it is. But obviously, when I put the stuff away, close enough, I guess. But still, I hate when I hit the wrong button. Yes, I had to do a screen catch. So basically, it's just capturing everything that shows on my screen. So, but those, I gotta remember what tools I have, actually. Let me see what tools I have. I got the Mizu. Oh, Hero. Yeah, so this one. Okay, yeah, so. Cast Rayton. Alright, let me see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I already used that. And this one does lightning damage. Okay, let me ensure that yeah, use the right one. Okay, cool. Oh man, no, this is a really fun game. But as you see, if you played Final Fantasy 14 and now you're watching Final Fantasy 11, you can see where it is slower. Don't get me wrong. I can sit here and kind of like bullshit a little bit. You know, I can just say, all right, go fight, and then you know, it'll take you like about a minute, depending on how tough the creature is. I mean, I just like, what was it? The other day, I was down here and I was taking on Sewer Syrup, I think is what it was called, where it's a level 62 or 63 NM. It might be higher than that. But what it drops is Jelly Ring, which is a cool item. You know, and as a ring I might use later for Matt. You know, but that battle took about 4 minutes to do because my guy barely was hitting it. But the NPCs that I have, they were just going berserk on it. It's like they basically they beat that NM for me. I mean, occasionally I did get in hits. Don't get me wrong. That's because, you know, every minute, because I had, what was I was a thief at the time. No, was I a thief? Yeah, I was a thief, but I was a Dark Knight. And so I had access to sneak attack, so I was just like, you know, I get the occasional hit in, but But I think like probably every, let's see, what was it? Probably like out of every 10 swings that I did, I think only like 2 would hit. So, but with sneak attack, it would, you know, I just make sure I stand directly behind him. I just like sneak attack, and he'd give a critical hit. So I was at least contributing to the fight, thank God. But not nearly as much as I wish I would be. But I was watching the NPCs, you know, of my trust. They were just fucking going berserk. They were just like, "Fuck you, we're killing you, bitch," you know. And as you see, you know, there again, experience chain 3, 1,217. That's having 2.5 times experience points from the server itself. Then I have an experience ring on, you know, that I use is the Empress Band, and it gives plus 50% experience points for up to a maximum of 15,000 experience points. So I'm getting over 300% in the in experience and all that. Now the one thing I will say is that with the NPCs, I don't know when they're going to use their weapon skills. So pretty much a lot of times this year I'm getting it right off the bat, because they use a lot of weapon skills. I mean, they go through theirs quick. Okay, I've already seen Cirilla. She already used a weapon skill already this turn. I seen her where within like a minute she gets all like 2 of them, and she hits pretty damn hard. I was actually really surprised about that. And see, this is where you gotta check. See how it says Final Battle seem tough? Because there is no way for me to tell what level they are. That's how you kind of guesstimate. You know, the highest point you can see is incredibly tough, which is like anywhere up to like, I want to say it's 8 levels above you. But if they're like, say, like 20 levels above you, I have no idea. There's times where I went through Rangemont Pass because I was trying to do a you see here, see that's the stuff. I was going into Busan Glycer to get to Escobar so I can do my level 55 cap, I think it was, to break 55. So this is where I can get up to level 60. And I went through the initial area. It's like, oh, 2 week. So, and I wasn't paying attention all much. And then I noticed a set of mobs which I didn't recognize the name, and I should have stopped, but I didn't stop. I kept going, and then I decided to check him as I go, and then all of a sudden it said incredibly tough, and I got fucking smacked for 400 points. Keep in mind, here, you know, where my max HP right now for this level is around 900. Now granted, I'm only level 51, but I think it was my Dark Knight? Yeah, it was my Dark Knight. My Dark Knight had over like 900 HP, close to 1,000 actually. You know, and it fucking rocked. Now keep in mind too is because I'm not using the best equipment in the game. The only thing I try doing is keeping my main weapon up to date. You know, because you know, I was using like, and I'm still doing it right now, like here I am level 51 and I'm still rocking bounding boots, level 7. Okay, here's some of my gear. I'm in like level 40. Here you go, spike necklace, level 21, level 29, level 36. You know, the only thing I got that's up to date, actually. Oh, no, you know what? I can go, and I just realized I can hit I forgot, I can, okay, so I'm just gonna hit this guy real quick. Okay. I just realized I can upgrade this guy. And I'm gonna... There we go. Awesome. But when you change weapons, see, it erases any TP that you get. And TP is just short for tactical points. Once you build up enough tactical points, you can use a weapon skill. But I'm realizing that I'm over at level 51, so I can get my level 50 weapon. You know, but as you can see, you know, that's the only thing is I keep trying to make sure I update. But see, my NPCs, whenever they go up a level, they are the max that they possibly get. So they'll always have the best attack, best, you know, best weapon, best gear, whatever for that level. So that's why a lot of times I was like telling myself, I was just like, how is it my paladin is out damaging my my Dark Knight? So it's like, that's not possible. Until I remembered, I'm level 55, still using a level 43 weapon. You know, I should be having some, you know, and of course, no, well, at the time I was using a Mutilator. Well, it's a level 40 weapon with 62 base damage based on a 528 delay. Now, I remember I had the Dark Knight's AF weapon, which is level 43, and it slightly slower. No, sorry, Mutilator was 502 delay. The Raven Skies for Dark Knight AF knife weapon is delay of 528, but it has 6 more base damage, you know, so it was 68 base damage. And so once I put that on, now my Dark Knight was just doing just a little bit more damage on a shot-for-shot basis, but obviously the Paladin's weapon is going to be faster, so overall he was still doing more damage, but at least on a swing basis he wasn't doing more than me, you know, so I felt kind of a little embarrassed. But I mean, that's where, like I said, they're always going to have, you know, the best weapons, you know. So it's just, it is what it is. But I mean, that's why it's great that I have the NPCs, because, yeah. And as you see the Paladin has been just constantly weapon skilling like crazy. And you know what? I don't care. And I just found out, actually, one of the guys was just telling me that for the mat fight that I can actually bring NPCs into the fight, per se. Usually it's supposed to be a one-on-one fight, and I wasn't even thinking about it, but he said, but they were saying, like, no, you can use the trust NPCs in the mat fight. So if that's the case, then it's like, cool, then I don't have to worry about having necessarily the best gear in the game. I still make sure I got the best katanas, you know, and I'm probably going to use the ninja probably AF armor, because it should be fine for that. You know, unless of course I have something else. You know, I want to make sure I have good gear for mat fight, just in case if they're wrong and it turns out but they could have augmented the game a little bit so I can do that. Okay, go ahead. See, I'm still not really doing all that much damage per se, but I got, as far as my main weapon goes, I got the best one, but I know it's not until I get up to like near like level 70 where I get probably the best weapon skill in the game, but you know, I don't care. My trust NPCs are just beast, and like I said, if I got one more, then I could just get another good solid damage dealer in there. But that's why I was glad I got Iyame, because she's really good. But I gotta actually start working on I'm gonna work on the ranked missions tonight, you know, and I'll see how that goes. See, look at that. See, Paladin has just been going crazy with these weapon skills, and in the trust NPCs, they do a lot of fucking where they're hitting him a lot, which I am absolutely fucking all for. So, ooh, syrup's not down here. I thought he was, because this is actually where I fought the NM to get the jelly ring. It was pop right here, but I also found out there's like hold on, let me look at my map real quick. Yeah, see, and that's another thing is with this server, they have it set up to where they show you where generally D and M's are. So syrup, it says down here, but I found them over here. Now you got mains over here. You got she. But see, these are higher levels right here. These are like in the 60s. So I personally don't start going down here. I stay up in here right now. But I'll be back here later when I get into the 60s. And this one. So yeah, I should have gone with his other weapon skill because I can never remember which because this one's doing Earth base. So yeah, I don't know what the Garms are NMs, but I don't know, not sure what they're involved in. But hey, you know, experience. Look, I started at level 49 when I got down here. Now I'm at level 52. I mean, if it was retail, this would take a lot longer. At least twice as long, easily. And, you know, I would have to be with other people, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, when there's only like less than 100 people on, yeah, it's nice to have the trust NPCs. You know, and it does, and you can still have a lot of like talking in here with your LS mates, and there's still going to be some battles in the game. Right now with the trust NPCs, it's estimated about 90 to 95% of this game is doable by yourself. Like, you don't really need someone else because you have the trust NPCs. Now, I'm not sure if that's based on having all 5 trust NPCs or 4, because the one excuse me, because I got that info off of Steam, so they're playing just the retail version. They have access to all the expansions. So, but you know, I go as far as I can, and I know there's guys who'll help out, you know, and generally you just need like one other guy. So, stay with Blade Ren. Yeah, like I said, it just really wish it was hitting harder with these weapon skills, but you know, I'm just doing this for fun. You know, and I really like the game, so I definitely, now with that I got it screen captured, I'm definitely going to be doing it a lot more. You know, I might even just switch over to doing this more full time. You know, streaming this game. You know, but I'm still going to play Final Fantasy 14. There's definitely no doubt about that. I mean, I'm paying for it on a monthly basis. You know, but granted, if I would have found this first before coming back to Final Fantasy 14 and knowing I could stream it, I probably wouldn't have gone back to Final Fantasy 14. It's not because it's not a good game. I think it's a good game. It's just monetarily speaking, you know, it's like I had to pay for the game, and then I you know, pay it on a monthly basis. Versus this is free. What you see right now, this is free. All you gotta do is just find a list and download it. That's it. Oh, that was a decent one. And look at 1,000. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's because I finished the regiment. Oh, look. See, I still got a very tough one right here. So yeah, so I can go through these like real quick. And like I said, I love it. You know, it's like right now, I went Atari, and I'm not really doing much right now. I don't have to constantly be engaging. That's where, but then again, I haven't figured out how I can put this onto a game controller. Because right now I'm having to use a keyboard, and I'm standing up, so it's kind of awkward angle for hands, and it kind of, you know, puts a little strain. But also, you know, I'm trying to get some exercise thing. But I mean, this is great. And also, like I said, you literally, like, with the NPCs, they will take care of everything. So unless you pick something that is way out of your league, basically you can just set yourself here into attack and do the occasional weapon skill, and you're fine. Because the NPCs, they will heal you. They will make sure you're healed first before themselves. Oh, you know what? I'll do it for the next one. But I said these tools are expensive and they're rare right now because nobody's like making them to sell. Now I'm sure I can go and say, hey, are you able to do this if I get you the items? I'm sure. Nope. Oh, I got aggroed. On this side, this is where. Oh no. Here, I'll just go into first person mode. Now I could do Usumeshi Ichi, but like I said, you see here, my guys, they'll heal, they'll cure me, they'll heal me. I had Kupi here, who's my white mage, where she went down to like 0 in like MP, and then she did ability and she got all the MP back. So, well, I definitely, when I do like if I decided to do tanking and such. Like, I don't think I'll do tank, because I'd rather just do this to where, there you go, now I can, because tanking for me, I'd have to be a little bit more involved in it, but still, I may still even do Paladin. I don't know, I may still do Paladin, just for shits and giggles. You know, there's, technically, Ninja is primarily actually used in Final Fantasy XI, was actually used as a tank. I'm actually using it as a DD. Okay, so that's why, like, I know I need to update these earrings and all that, but I'm gonna get them like probably like more strength and attack, because Cirilla, who's the paladin tank, does an awesome job. I mean, just does an absolutely awesome job. But like, you know, I'm gonna do Samurai 2 and such. Actually, that might be the next job I want to do. But there's Dragoon. But if I had like a 5th NPC, I definitely would be getting a Black Mage. Right now I do have a dedicated dealer. But you know what? If I get to rank 6, I can access is a Black Mage. And so who knows? Maybe I might even switch out Yami with a Black Mage. 'Cause I do need is a tank. Okay, so that's a foregone conclusion. I need is a tank. I need is a dedicated healer. Though I was thinking about seeing if the Black Mage can do healing, because the Black Mage can do healing that's enough with you know, what a White Mage does. Because now my White Mage I don't think is a dedicated damage dealer. Actually, let me see if she's actually hitting. Give me a sec. Hold on, let's give it a sec. I see she is. Is she attacking or I can't tell. I see she stance herself like she's going to attack, but I didn't see her do any swinging. So, and it would be nice to, you know, like I said. If I had like the Black Mage or another damage dealer, this would go by even quicker. You know, so but you know, I'm for being 4 of us to include myself, you know, we're leveling pretty good. And the NPCs do not need experience points. So all the experience points goes to me, which is great. I fucking love it. I absolutely do just love it. So, and I am very happy I can be greedy with taking all this experience. And like I say, you see here, like the paladin is literally out damaging me. It's funny. It is funny. Makes me want to go unlock samurai and just be like, nope, you can't do that. But I do like ninja, but I'm not gonna do full-time ninja not until I start able to make my own tools, and then I could you know, take care of this stuff. Because right now, like, I'm really lacking on my tools, so I'm being very sparing about using the elemental wheels. On this one, I am going to. They are raising, so I Can't complain about that. Cannot complain about that. Let's see what I'm at. I'm at level 53. Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to getting to level 57 because I picked up my Scorpion harness. I got it for like 90,000. And that's another thing. Is like they still do events on here, and at times around they'll say, hey, check your delivery box, and I don't know if it's the admins who are doing it, but like at the other day where they're just like, oh, hey, here's 250,000, and that's what paid for my Scorpion harness because I was able to spend 90,000 of that to get it. Well, that was a nice shot. But yeah, no, I'm pretty ecstatic. Still getting still very tough right here, so. And like I said, you know, wrapping this up as far as leveling down here, I'll start making. Once I get as far as I can in, I'll just turn around and start heading back, and I'll just kill anything, and I'll probably end up getting like level 55 by the time it's done. So, like I said, if you do the books and all that, well, they're called ground tomes. Make sure you do that, because then you'll get bonus damage for every time you complete them. In this case, is for killing 4 of the funnel bats and 2 of the werebats. I'll get an additional 1,400, you know, experience. Which, hey, that really helps. You know, that's how you just get faster going through here. You know, you can use tabs to get other stuff that you want. That you get through the ground tomb. So, whether it be food stuff, base, you know, accuracy, strength, attack. I don't use them. I really should use them, to be honest. I look at experience change too. Okay, so I think I've hit. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, I just missed that. Yeah, that's going down into level 60s area. So yep. Definitely don't want to get caught in there. Okay, these are starting to respawn. Or I missed this one. I don't want to see how. But yeah, no, boy, this brings back so many memories. It really does. And, was it? I think it was. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to use Suton. I only have like, I think 14 of these tools left, so I really want to go ahead and use up these before I get into the knee. I wonder if the hockey game's on tonight. Ah, man. I wasted that one. Actually, it still looks like I got some decent damage off. But yeah, Ninja is not known as a damage dealer. It's not a. Yeah, it's not a damage dealer. I don't know if it was meant to be a damage dealer, but you know, but honestly, it's not. Yeah, I guess I must have missed him or something. So weird. Alright, now I'm working my way out. I'm gonna have to fight my way out. Really was hoping to just get the funnel bats and then just kind of turn around and. But man, if you're watching this, hey, look, I encourage you, go onto some of the private servers. I mean, you can go to Steam, you can buy the whole entire game for like $30 or something, and then pay the $14 subscription. You know, monthly, to play the game. But I'm just like, to me, it's just like play on the private servers. They'll have it customized a little bit, and you find one that you're like, hey, I really like the way how they customize this and all, and you'll not want to play the base game again. Not saying it's not good. No, no, it's very good. But why go through that when you can like go on a customized server that's going to enhance the game for you? I mean, really. Oh, there we go. That was a nice shot. Must be only tough. No, it's a very tough. Like I said, I don't know how much longer I'll stick around here. I might try to stick around till 70. Oh my god, 70. 57. But we'll see how it goes. Depends on how. I mean, that's where doing the make sure you complete the tomes, because this will make it go faster, so you not feel like you're sitting there waiting forever. Well, like I said, here's the difference between Final Fantasy 11 and 14. Like I said again, Final Fantasy 11 is a slower paced game, but I mean, for some people they might actually really like that. They might enjoy the fact they're not having to jump around or whatnot. And find your niche. I mean, I like doing a lot of these battles. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was doing this by myself without the NPCs, I would go fucking crazy. That's why I was just like, no. But when I heard about the NPCs, it made such a difference, because I played up until my thief up until level 15 before I realized about the trust NPC, and all I did is I got one NPC, and I didn't realize I could get up to 3, because I just had to go and do the other 2 nations real quick. But once I got that first trust NPC, it made my life so much easier. It wasn't even it was great. I'm just telling you, it was fucking awesome. Because I could just see like here I was a thief. I did have the best weapon for that level, and yet who do I have at the time? It was Naji, who's one of the starting NPC. Who's the starting NPC of Bastok. Naji's the starting NPC of Bastok. Kupi actually is the starting NPC of Windhurst. Examile is the starting NPC of Sandoria. But once I got Naji was on a shot for shot basis, and he was hitting as often as I was. He was doing roughly 2 to 3 times more damage than I was. So we started going through the NPCs, going through the mobs faster, until I read it's like, hey, you actually have access to 2 more NPCs that you can grab. I was like, fuck yeah, and that's what I did. I went and got those 2, and now I'm ranked 3. I've added Cirilla and Yami. I can only have 3 at a time. Okay, I wish I could call out Naji and Examile, because these things go by way quicker, but don't have access to them. Not that I don't have access to them, but I don't have access to the Rhapsodies that allows me to call out up to 5 NPCs out into my party. Right now I can only do 3 at a time. So, but hey, it is what it is, But fun game. I could literally do this for hours. I probably, even after I end the stream here in a little bit, I'll probably still be playing it. I mean, it's just, that's how much fun I have with the game. And actually, I should go over to Inin. There we go. Give myself, reduce some enemy, get some accuracy and attack. But basically, I'm basically is a backup tank, technically, kind of, maybe, Right now, I should get Usumatsu Ni, but it's gonna cost because I can't figure out why I can't access the BCM. Not sure if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know if I physically have to have 3 people in my party in order to do it, because I thought you can do it as a solo or a 2-man or a 3-man. You know, you're not required, but it won't let me right now. You know, I might have to ask the LS if they know why. But oops. But we'll see how that goes. I got more Kindred Seals. Yeah, just still, I wish I did a little bit more damage, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Speaking of which, let's see. That's at 72, 66. So I might be stuck with this weapon until 66, which means I'll be actually not hitting as hard as I should be, but that's what I got the other NPCs for. You know, they will decimate the mobs for me. So I just kind of sit back and I just put in the neutral, and actually I'm just coasting now. Occasionally I do my weapon skill. So, but hopefully I can at least pick up another main weapon that's like, I don't know, that gives a little bit more base damage. I mean, once I get to 66, you know, I won't be doing much damage. I'll be hitting them, but not the way I should be. As you see here, now they're starting to get into decents. Yeah, because I just leveled up, that's why. But I'm still gonna take on these guys, you know, because they'll still give me, like, with the you know, I'll still get over like 300 experience points with everything, and yeah, that's good enough for me. So, and like I said, for anybody who's coming in, because I think I just saw someone come in. Hey, this is Final Fantasy XI. I'm playing on the private server called Valhalla. So this is not the retail game. It's not the original version that you will see on Steam. So this server is a customizable server where all the experience points has been nearly tripled. You get gil from any mob, and it's at twice the amount. All gil that's dropped is twice the amount what it usually is, and every mob that you kill does give gil. Also, combat, magic skills, crafting skills are all 2 to 3 times higher as well. Actually, crafting skills is 4 times higher. You know, and you do have... oh, there is Sewer Syrup. This is the one who I fucking killed the other day. And I've already killed him. I killed him with this group. You know, but I was a Dark Knight at the time. And I went and got the Jelly Ring. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, I see here, and also on this private server, at least on this one, they have to where they show you all the NMs. A lot of places like here you go here for this. They really customize it to try to make it as easy as possible. They're like, hey, we're not hardcore players like we used to be, because if anybody who's watching this, I'm assuming you must have played Final Fantasy XI at some point in the past where it was a lot harder. You know, you didn't have these where it pops up. It's like, oh, hey, this is what it does. It doesn't show it for all of them. You know, I'll still come across things to where it's like, nah, they don't really have it. But I think they've really marked is a lot of the important stuff. So, and also the fast travel along, they automatically unlocked all that for you. So you didn't have to... go around doing like the supply missions and shit like that, which I make no mistake, that was very much a convenience to me. So like I said, hey, if you love playing Final Fantasy XI in the back, you're gonna enjoy it now. So like I said, you can go on cruising speed and all that. I said, I'm just grinding my way through here. So I said, see, I'm at level 54. And yeah. So I'm hoping within with the screen capture, like I said, for anybody, you know, I don't have like my webcam is not here, and usually I have other stuff here, and I think here I'm gonna work on reading up on how I can add it to the screen capture, because if I could do that, then great. I'll just use the screen capture mode for the rest of the time. Let's see, is there anything? Oh no, there is a. I think that haunt though is a. Yeah, that's incredibly tough. So let me pull the funnel bats back over here. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, man. Like I said, it's with the NPCs, it's hard to try to do get skill chains off with them because they do it at random. Usually I try to wait and I try to time it just right. Because like I said, you know, like you said, they go off like crazy. But in the end, hey, look, oh, and also if no one's not familiar with them, and I wasn't, they don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they don't attack anything that attacks you, and some people might not like that, but it actually is for a good reason if you think about it. Because if you're, you know, if they don't aggro anything, I should say. Because let's just say something aggroes you, or actually even better is that they don't aggro themselves. So they can be next to a high level creature, but the high level creature will not see them. You know, because like I said, if I say I'm on this wall battling a creature with them, and there's another one on the other side, but as long as they don't aggro me, it won't go after the NPCs. So that's really nice, and I enjoy that. And it really is a good reason, because even if something attacks me, let's say I'm trying to ignore it, and then they decide to go after it, now it makes me have to, not necessarily, but I could end up losing the NPCs, or something else might come after me, which I'm like, oh hey, I really need the NPCs for this thing. But hey, it's a, you know, it's not perfect, but I can definitely understand why you don't want the NPCs to go after anything. So it just really does so suck if it sleeps everybody, because if it sleeps me and or actually even as a stun, that actually might be something, or whichever, they won't attack. So okay. Nice. And I do have it to where I have it set up to where my stuff automatically auto sorts. So whenever I get something, it just automatically just sorts with me. Ooh. Alright, there we go. That's where I wanted to be. And like I said, when you get ads, they automatically go at you. So if you're playing as like a black mage or a white mage, you're playing as a very squishy type job. Be careful in how you decide to pull mobs, because if you end up pulling an extra one, and that one wants to hit you hard, it's gonna fuck you up. Granted, your guys will try to make sure you're healed, and try to keep you alive, but you know, it's just a waste of resources. Yeah, and also you gotta make sure, see, I wasn't paying attention, but apparently I was looking off to the left a little bit, and it says, can't see the bat, even though it's like, I can see it out of my fucking corner of my eye. How do you not see that? But it's, it is what it is, you know. Let's see, I'm gonna think I can. I don't know. I'll see about where I might level after this. I do know I want to get okay, alright, so I gotta go back and kill a couple werebats, I guess. Alright, go and get the werebats. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hold still, you fucker. Alright, and for anybody who might be coming, hey, I also stream on. I do multi-stream. I do it on Twitter and I do it on YouTube. Both you can look me up at. Well, on YouTube, I'm on as Nick Incognito, just like I'm here on Twitch. On Twitter, you can look me up at Six Semper Tyrannis. So I keep reminding myself to make sure I say that at the beginning. But, you know, some people might come in late. Like I said, again, if you're new, this is the Final Fantasy XI, and it's on the private server called Valhalla. This is not the Steam version. This is the, hey, we're a private server and we're going to tinker with the game. Which I enjoy. Okay, so I'm down in the basement of Chateau de Grelle, taking on some bats, and you know I'm killing the dogs too. But the tombs that I'm using is 4 funnel bats and 2 werebats. I'm about even with them now. They're starting to come up as decent. I think this one might be an even. No, this one's still a tough. But the funnel bats are starting to become decent. So I probably might be here till 56. I wanted to get 57 so I can put on my scorpion harness, but I don't know if that's possible. You know, well, actually no, it is possible. I'll just be here a lot longer than what I want to. You know. But we'll see. I mean, it's like when I go in this part of the section, these still, the hounds tend to be still a lot tougher. So I can get more experience points out of these. Let's see, 1 of 2. Okay, cool. Like I said, I'll make a couple more rounds and then, you know, I'm gonna jet out of here. I did an earlier stream. I was playing Disgaea, and I don't know, it was just very low energy. You know, I kind of realized that, like, you know, all I was doing was just grinding on one map. You know, it was kind of. I enjoy it, but you know, anybody else who's watching, they're just like, yeah, you're just repeating the same thing over and over again. So, and because that's how the point of the game that I was at, where I need to be able to get myself up to a higher level. But you know, I was doing the transmigrate, you know, resetting to get the higher base stats. So it is what it is, you know. And I didn't really have much to talk about. Yeah, they're not supposed to engage until you do, but I get every once in a while where I'll hit the attack, but I haven't actually physically attacked them yet, and my guys will just go right at them. So it's kind of weird because they're not supposed to, at least from what I read, they're not supposed to attack until you physically hit them, or you make an actual action, like you do a spell, you do a physical attack and such. So. Yeah, you just gotta love it when they do that. Oh. Yeah. But you know, as you know, anybody who's seen my other streams where I did Final Fantasy 14, you can see in that my link show they talk a lot. And I appreciate that. I really do. Alright, I'm good on here so far. Now I've already... Now I'll do this one. That'll complete the whereabouts section. Then I'll turn around. I'll head and try to find some funnel bats. I don't think there's any more funnel bats this way. If there is, there might be like one. You know. But I know there's funnel bats should have already popped up already back at the beginning. I know there's definitely are. Oh, that was a good one. Kind of makes you like to play Paladin again, but man, if I do, it's just something to screw around with. I'll end up like taking out the warrior or something and just swing around a blade. Oh, maybe I might do. I was not expecting these. Okay, cool. I got past them with no issues. I'll go down here, see if I can kill all the funnel bats this way. Should be 4 of them. See, they're an even match, so I can still get some decent experience out of these. Oh, the werebat did actually aggro me the whole way. Okay, well, it is what it is. Alright, let's go in here, weapon skill. Alright, got 55. The werebat's still tough, so that's good. That's good. I know right now my current level cap is 60. So that's why I'm like debating on maybe I'll go level up Samurai or something. Because when I do that level cap break, I'm going to do it like off stream. Such I'm not going to go through the mess of it. Oh, I learned so deals darkness. Okay. Alright, that was a good shot. Alright. Yep, there we go. 3 more funnel bats. Good. This ones are probably decent. Yeah, decent. So, they'll give me, you know, moderate amount of experience. Like I said, I just don't know. Yeah. Probably 56 I'll probably cut out of here. Actually, I gotta see. Let's see where a good level to go to. You know, I might try doing some other. Well, maybe I might do the Ninja AF. I don't know. I don't know. So I'll be able to complete this one. So the next one will complete it. I'll grab that one I see right after that. That'll be the first one that. So that'll be 1 of 4. I hope everyone who's watching this is enjoying the stream. Like I said, I'm excited that I could finally do a stream on Final Fantasy XI. It's a really great game. It really is. You know, so I'm excited. Alright, let's see. Yeah, see, they just rather interesting. Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, I mean, but fucking, my Paladin is just a beast. She's a beast. Yeah, look at that. 1,500 experience points for completing that. And like I said, I'm doing, like I said, this will be probably, I'll keep this to about a 2-hour stream. This is just to get a, so you all can get like a taste of what it is, but, let's see, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. For some reason I was thinking tomorrow's Saturday, I don't know why. But tomorrow I'm going to do, I'm going to stream in the morning. And I'm going to stream up until I have to leave to go to bowling and such not. Alright. Probably by the time I get done with leveling here, it'll probably be about that time where I call it, you know, a night on the streaming, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright. So this is I think it's a tough. Yeah, it's a tough. Okay, so I'm still able to level up my katana skill. Nice. Watching that katana skill go up, 178 now. Oh, makes me so giddy. So the damage kind of varies. Well, because I have it shown up on the screen, I'm not sure exactly which is my damage. Unless it's an obvious one where it's like I'm the only one that happened to hit there for a couple seconds. So let's see what's going on. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Fucking apparently I'm only reading the headline real quick, but apparently the governor of New York announces that she's gonna push to make permanent. What is it? Governor Hochul pushes, and that's the governor of New York. Pushes for a permit to go cocktail at bars, restaurants. It's pushing to convert a pandemic era policy into a permanent one. The legislature sites where the governor of New York will become the first that will allow to go cocktails. It's an effort to provide some extra income to restaurants that never fully recovered from. Are you going to take the position of, alright, it's another revenue stream, another way to make money? And in this Amazon world where convenience is everything, they can provide another service to their client. You know, I mean, it's a fair point, you know. If people just want to, like, order out to get their drinks, you know, okay. You know, they're going to be expensive, though, those drinks, because, remember, you're going to be about the drink itself, and then you're paying to have it sent to you. So, I mean, okay, you know, hey, and that's what you want, hey, go for it, you know, who am I to argue? I do agree it's another stream of revenue. I mean, depends on businesses, you know, how much, I mean, you know, it depends on who they target. I mean, really, am I going to afford that? Fuck no, you know. Probably one of those things where people who can afford it are going to do it, and okay. I mean, in a way, I mean, I guess it's better than them going out, you know, going out to a place, drinking, and then risking, you know, getting DUIs, you know. So, you know, so I mean, there is that. There's that thing. Oh, that was a nice shot, 164. so I just gotta go and get some werebats. Well, yeah, definitely. Like, I can definitely do long streams with this. Doing this is just gonna be when I do the long streams, I just gotta. I mean, I gotta find something that will capture people's attention. Like, don't get me wrong, as I pointed this out before, very few times where I stuck around for long streams. To be very honest, like I said, I talked about it earlier. Like I think last week, where one of my favorite content creators, Razorfist, he does, when he does his streams and all that, where he's playing video games and he's, answering questions and all that, I can sit there and I'll be like, okay, cool, but for me, after about an hour, maybe depending on what questions he's answering, maybe 2 tops, and I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of over this, versus where, versus if he had something was set up, like if he's like ranting about something. Now, if he were to go on like a 4-hour rant, I would fucking watch that the whole time. I really would. Because I have a friend, like I said, I have a friend of mine. When she does her stream, she'll do them for like 2, 3. She's done up to like 6 hours where, based on the content that she's reviewing. And I stay the whole entire time because it is fucking awesome. Though granted, when she gets into the serious stuff, it's just that the material that she's viewing, I have a vast interest in. So, can I sit there and watch somebody play a video game for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours? To be honest, not really. But like I said, there's another show where Razorfist goes on to. I think he does it like once or twice a week, because he knows the guy, at least from what he said. He used to do streaming stuff with him before. It's on YouTube. It's called Side Scrollers, and I've watched it where they sat there for like 3 hours. Now, granted, they just did like a 12-hour stream. I was just like, dude, I ain't fucking watching the whole entire 12 hours. But he was on there with them for about, I think it was like 3 hours, and I watched the whole entire thing because they had segments and then they had good conversations and all that. You talk about when he's doing his gaming one, and don't get me wrong, it is cool. I'm glad he can make a decent amount of money from gaming. I would love to be able to make a little bit of money that he makes off of gaming. I mean, shit. God bless him. I know he does his books, and that's his job. That he was able to get into. I wish I could do a stream and make hundreds of dollars. And I seen it, and I don't know how much. And I know he gets like what is it, 70% of that, and I don't know how much he splits it with Terangel. Ooh, I like Terangel. I mean, I've actually seen a stream where he, I think Terangel had to work or something, and it was Razorfist just by himself. He's trying to answer questions and all that, and I don't know, it just did not feel the same to me. I mean, as much as a lot of times, like, Terangel gets poked fun at, and he knows it, and he gives it just as much as he receives. Whenever he sees it, trust me, he gave it back on quite a few occasions. But I really feel like, is that a hound? No, that's, oh. Yeah, see how, I actually didn't realize there was a bat right there? See how I can see it hitting me? And then I was like, oops, I better pay attention to this guy. See how the NPCs didn't react to it until I actually did something? Those are one of the few exceptions where I'm like, could you please fucking hit him? But I'm not doing it. So I'm actually going to see. Really would like to stay down here if possible. I just don't think I'm. I think I gotta be in the 60s or something. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so, and it just felt so weird not having Terrangel there. Like I only watched it for like 15 minutes before. I'm just like, you know, it's nice when you get ready to question, or nice when you can do something. But to me, I don't know. I really don't really get too much into Razorfist and when he does video games, because I like it when he goes on his rants. And I said that's just my preference. Some people, other people say no, we like it when he plays the video games. And don't get me wrong, there's like 2 or 3, maybe up to 4 games that I bought. Let's see. I think like 2, maybe up to 4 games that I bought specifically because Razorfist played them, and so I got to see what the game is kind of about. And I was like, because I went and got BattleTech, or is it BattleNext? No, I think it's BattleTech. Then I got the MechWarrior 5 game, and then I got Wasteland, and I think there was one other game I got, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But you know, so there's, I mean, that's pretty good, you know. I mean, so I still, you know, I don't watch it as, I still go in. I always watch all of his streams, but how long I stay for it kind of varies, to be very honest. You know. Okay, the haunts are now bound to VT. Ooh, I might actually get away with this one. See the Garms, I don't know what they are, what level they are. Anyway, so I mean, that's, like I said, it's personal preference. Everybody's different, you know. I mean, it'd be cool if I could get like a couple hundred people in here watching me do this, but I don't know if that'll actually ever happen. But maybe one day it will. Gotta stick at it. Definitely gotta stick to it, you know. You know, and that's me. Just like, I need to be more consistent when I do my streams. So, but right now I'm in the process of looking for a new job because I don't know what's the deal is going on with my job. I mean, they told me basically for the last 2 weeks you have off. I don't know if that's them. Like literally, like we literally honestly have nothing to do because there's something, you know, because the economy sucks, or it's like, hey, you know, we don't want you to be here, but we can't actually, you know, because I'm not sure how the labor laws work in New Jersey per se when it comes to like firing somebody, but you know, maybe they're like, hey, you know, we don't longer need you here, but you know, we're not going to fire you because I don't know, I guess get some penalties or something, and it's possible. So it's like, well, if you quit, we don't suffer as many penalties. You know, we don't suffer at all. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. For all I know is, you know, because I just got told I'm off Monday. For all I know is, come Monday evening, they tell me, say, hey, you're working the next couple of days, and I'll be like, cool. But you know, I literally have not worked in 2 weeks, so I haven't collected no paycheck at all, which really sucks. You know, because I got bills to pay. But thankfully, my retirement from my previous job keeps me not going fucking crazy, to be very honest. You know, I mean, literally, I break even because that money from my federal retirement is already allocated to everything needs to. So basically, is when I'm not making money right now, but my account pretty much stays at the current peak. At the money I have in my bank account just doesn't kind of change unless I spend extra on it. Like, you know, like obviously if my daughter's like, hey, birthday presents, I'd be like, okay, and eventually that all is gonna just drain my account. You know, it'll take quite some time, and it could take a couple of years depending on what they're asking for. But that's why, you know, basically at that point, you know, and like I said, that's covering bills. That's not counting food, gas. I mean, I gotta do car rentals about every you know, I go up to see my daughters up in Canada. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gotta get like rentals 6 times a year. You know, because when I do Christmas and all that, my daughters come down to the States, so I gotta go up there and get them, and then I gotta take them back. You know, a week later, that's a different car rental. That's 2 car rentals right there. Oh look, I'm up to 56. You know what? Let's go ahead. These are still tough, so I can still get something out of them. You know, so then let's see. Then my eldest daughter's birthday. I go up for that. And then for the summer, they come down for 4 to 6 weeks. So that's 2 rentals right there, because I go up, pick them up, bring them back. Car rental gets turned in, and then at the end of those 4 to 6 weeks, I gotta take him back up, bring him back. So that's another car rental. So and I do that with Christmas. So those two sets blocks right there is 4 rentals, and then like I said, my eldest daughter, I come up for her birthday. My youngest daughter, which is 6 months later, after or 5 months later. You know, because my eldest is in like early spring time, and then my youngest is in the fall. So there's I mean there's that's 6 right there. So that's 6, and depending on, you know, I said paying for. Oh wow, those didn't respond yet. Kind of surprised. So I gotta pay for, you know, the rentals, gas, some sort of food. You know, so I mean it gets expensive. So I'm probably paying like I'm probably paying on average probably somewhere 2 to 3 grand to go see my daughters. You know, not every time, thank God. You know, but for the year, it probably cost me closer towards like 3 grand. Like I said, it just depends on the car rentals, because let's say if it's 6 times and minimally is 2 days. If it's $100 a day, I mean that's $1,200 right there. Oh, okay, so actually, you know what? It's probably a little bit more towards 2 grand. But there's days where you know, it might have to be 3 days. You know. So it just depends on how they count this stuff. Because like if I go up on a Saturday, because like if I can't, because usually it was the rental cars, I use Enterprise. It's usually Sundays, you know, they're closed, so it's like automatically you can't take them back that day. Wish you could. So anyway, so I'm gonna finish up this tab right here. So I'm gonna kill these 4 more funnel, but actually I'm gonna kill all the funnel bats going on the way out. Then I'm gonna use the tabs just to take me back to my home point, and I'm gonna call the stream there. So, like I said, so I wanted just everybody just to get the feel who do watch, and I'm sure you probably watch other streamers do Final Fantasy 11. But for me, and like I said, all you see me just go through is just do this, you know. And like I said, this to me, this is fun. You know, it's a nice even pace, but at the same time, you know, I can sit here and talk and have a nice conversation. You know, it's not gonna be anything fast paced. It's not. And I said, and I'm gonna be mixing them up between Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14. Okay, Final Fantasy 14 is gonna be more orientated towards like the main quest, shit like that. And also, I just want to get level 90. It'd be nice, you know. And Final Fantasy 11 is gonna be casual. I mean, I'll be playing a lot, but I can sit here and do this for like 5 or 6 hours, and it's great, especially with the trust. Like if this was during the golden eras, no, I wouldn't stream this game. Very honest, I wouldn't, because you might sit there and see me just like do nothing for hours. You know, and I wouldn't want to put anybody through that. So, but yeah, so I mean, like I said, I hope everybody enjoyed this. You know, but at the end of the day, still, I still need to. Hopefully, I just find a game to where everybody really wants to see, everybody wants to come in. You know, so hopefully I find it. I mean, hopefully it's not fucking first-person shooters and me getting my ass fucking handed to me. But you know what? If people come in, they want to watch me get my ass handed to me. Hey, c'est la vie. Okay, so I know I'll be loading back up Apex Legends. Man, oh man, oh, I cannot believe just how much I just, you know, or I might get something else. I don't know. Well, I mean, it really depends on. I need to, you know, I need to find another income, something that it can just allow me to do this. You know, but we'll see how that goes. So, all right, hey, we're coming up into like about I'm gonna say probably the last about 5 minutes of the stream. So, hey, if you're watching from the beginning, hey, thanks for sticking here and all that. I know, fucking, pretty much all you got to see was the basement of Chateau de Grail, you know. But I mean, hey, this is what Final Fantasy XI is about, man. This, you know, it's about the grind, you know. And don't worry, I mean, as it goes, you know, it'll be easier. You know, I might do streaming of it where I'm specifically doing quests and such, and not just the leveling. But you know, it gives you an idea of what it goes through, and and that will determine if you want to really get into the game itself, okay? And you know, it just is, and you can make some good friends if you really talkative and you know like you can see like my LS people still talk, and there's less than 100 people on this server, and most well actually I say there's like 30 of them are on this LS, on this link shell to be more specific. You know, I say if you go over to like Horizon and you get into some big link shells, you can make some good friends and all that. People who have the same interests, you know. So it really is just, I tell you what, you can make some lasting friendships if you just if you enjoy it. I mean, personally for me, not so much on Final Fantasy 14, but again, it depends on, maybe you're playing with friends. You know, maybe a bunch of you get together and you're playing on Final Fantasy 14, and you know you meet other people, and then you know maybe there's a group of you, you know, 3 or 4 friends who decide to play Final Fantasy 14. Maybe you get on there, you get into a link show, and there's guys, hey, there's three or 4 of them, and say, oh hey, yeah, we're doing the same team too, because you know we just want to be able to talk to people, and you know while we're playing, and you can make lifelong friends. You really can. I know. I'm still friends with guys who I made friends on here over 20 years ago. You know, now we don't talk as much. You know, because you know they all have their own families now and whatnot. But we still keep in contact. So I mean that's just the beauty of this game, you know. But at the same time, if you know you're trying to get stuff done, if you're playing on the retail version. You might be looking at spending quite some amount of your time, you know, just doing nothing. But hey, you know, if you're a content creator, you can always get stuff done. If you work from home and you know how to be able to work and play your game at the same time, if you know what I mean, you can do it. I'm hopefully looking for a job that I can do just online, get out of the trucking business, because I mean this. Granted, my best year of trucking is when I did it was my one company last year where I made almost 100 grand, and then shit went sideways, and I ended up losing out on that. But it is what it is, and it seems like going to at least this particular day job, it it kind of killed me. It really did. I was very very disappointed. Like initially it was fine starting out with, but little by little, this small business is just I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I don't know if it was something to do with me or something to do with them. There was times where definitely there was nothing to move, so there's obviously nothing, not going to work. But at the same time, I said the last 3 weeks I haven't worked at all. All they keep telling me is you're off, you're off, you're off, you're off. It's like if you're trying to get me, just say, hey, look, we don't want you to work here anymore. Just straight up say it. But I know they have some contractual obligations with the parent company that technically I work for. But the parent company I work for, because I explained to them, hey, look, they're not giving me any hours. I have nowhere. How the fuck am I supposed to be able to pay bills and all and such? And he said, and I asked him, I said, look, do you have somewhere that you can give me just some temporary hours while these guys try to, I don't know, fix themselves, unless they actually want me gone? But I mean, if they want me gone, I don't know why they don't straight up say it, unless, again, something to do with contractual obligation. And for all I know is maybe they're like, they honestly don't have work. They're like, hey, you're just going through a very painful process, and then in another week or so, hey, everything will be back. But then again, I heard that about like 2 months ago, and then you can watch my paycheck just steadily week after week, like start up high, kind of go down low, then it'll come back up a little bit, and it just does this little cliffing, but it's heading downwards instead of upwards. So I don't know. Like I said, thank God for my federal retirement. It's the only thing that keeps me from like fucking just doubling over and just want to fucking cry like a bitch, But I'll find something else, and hopefully I can make up for that lost work in some way. I know when I do taxes next year, it's not going to look good. And hell, I think the state's going to be giving me money back, to be very honest. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. It'll be one of those times where I'll be happy for that. But I just need to have something good set up so where when I move, I'm fine. So. But anyways, hey, enough about my personal stuff. Hey, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, let's see. Actually, I'm going to do Final Fantasy 11 tomorrow. I'm going to do Final Fantasy 11 tomorrow. I'm going to do probably a long stream. If everything goes right, I'm going to be doing it in the morning, probably like around 11. And I'm going to go probably until I'm going to go like 4 or 5 hours easily. Like I said, I can literally play on this game for a long time. And I can do it with Final Fantasy 14 as well. But I know a lot of times I'll sit there and then I'll just like, what, I really don't want to talk anymore. And that's the one thing about streaming is that you need to be able to interact with your viewers, be entertaining, interact with them. And, and I do. I mean, it is nice though when I get people, if they're chatting in, yeah, I can interact all day long. I really can. So I'm going to figure out something where maybe I'll start setting up like talking points or like, hey, I'm going to be discussing about these things and all. So this is like, hey, you're watching me play a game, but, we're kind of going over like stuff and such. And who knows? Maybe it'll fucking take off. I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing this as a hobby. I want to do it because I want to have fun. Okay? But hey, with that, hey, you like this stream? Hey, please, hey, like, follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Enjoy life. You only have one life, and live it to the fullest. Okay, and try to be happy out there. It'll get better one day. But who knows when? Trust me, I'm feeling the pain now. So, anyways, with that, I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a good night.